Gentlemen, GQ just ranked the 15 best men's colognes, and number 10 will literally make women stop mid-conversation. But here's what they didn't tell you about which one actually gets you noticed. GQ's recent ranking of the 15 best men's colognes wasn't just another listicle thrown together by some intern. They actually consulted with perfumers, style experts, and yes, women, to understand what really works. But here's the real revelation. It's not just about the scent, it's about understanding the psychology of attraction, the art of presence, and the science of making an unforgettable impression. Number 15, Best Leather Cologne, Malin plus Guts. Leather EDP, this is GQ's pick for Best Leather Cologne. Now, most guys hear leather cologne and immediately think motorcycle jacket or cowboy boot. Wrong. This is modern leather. Smooth, sophisticated, and surprisingly wearable. It's not trying to make you smell like you just walked out of a Harley-Davidson dealership. Instead, it's refined leather with a contemporary edge that women find intriguingly masculine. The genius of this fragrance is its restraint. It gives you that masculine leather vibe without the cliches. Women describe men wearing this as having quiet strength and understated confidence. Number 14. Dior Sauvage. Elixir. Parfum. This takes the crown for Best Spicy Cologne. Sauvage Elixir isn't just another fresh fragrance. This is primal attraction in a bottle. We're talking about lavender, spices, and amber that create what I call the hunter effect. It's fresh enough to be appropriate, wild enough to be memorable, and intense enough to leave an impression that lasts for hours. Women describe men wearing Sauvage Elixir as outdoorsy but refined, dangerous but safe. It's the fragrance equivalent of being able to change attire and also discuss wine pairings. It projects masculinity without aggression, confidence without arrogance. Number 13, Aesop Rosu, EDP. Number 13 brings us Aesop Rosu EDP as the best floral cologne. Most men run screaming from anything labeled floral. But this is floral for the man who's secure in his masculinity. This is rose, but not like any rose you've experienced. It's not your grandmother's perfume or some romantic cliché. We're talking about rose that's been filtered through a masculine lens, woody, spicy, and utterly sophisticated. The psychology behind this choice is brilliant. When a confident man wears a floral fragrance well, it signals supreme self-assurance. Women notice this confidence immediately. Number 12. Diptyque Eau de Menthe, EDP. At number 12, Diptyque Eau de Menthe EDP earns the title of Best Fresh Cologne. And this shows GQ understands that fresh doesn't have to mean boring. This is mint reimagined for the sophisticated palate. The beauty of Eau de Menthe is its versatility. It works in any season, any situation, any time of day. It's professional enough for the boardroom, casual enough for weekend brunch, fresh enough for summer heat, and distinctive enough for evening events. The application secret. This one loves hot weather and physical activity. The more your body heats up, the better it projects and develops. Number 11. Hermès Terre d'Hermès, Eau Intense Vetiver. EDP number 11 features Hermès Terre d'Hermès Eau Intense, Vetiver EDP as the best woody cologne, and this represents everything sophisticated about this countdown. This is what confidence smells like when it doesn't need to prove anything. Hermès understands luxury in a way most brands never will. This isn't just about expensive ingredients, it's about the art of restraint. Terre d'Hermès doesn't assault your senses, it intrigues them. It's earthy, sophisticated, and masculine in the most understated way possible. The genius of this fragrance is how it evolves throughout the day. It starts fresh and green, then deepens into something warm and sensual as your body heat activates it. By evening, you're wearing a completely different fragrance that's somehow even better than where you started. Number 10. Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge, 540 EDP. At number 10, we have the heavyweight Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge, 540 EDP as the best date night cologne. This isn't just a date night fragrance. This is liquid confidence, bottled charisma, weaponized attraction. We're talking about saffron, jasmine, and amber wood that creates an aura so distinctive, so luxurious, that it literally changes how people perceive you. But here's the insider secret that most guys miss. Baccarat Rouge 540 is a whisper, not a shout. One spray on your pulse points and you become magnetic. Two sprays and you're memorable. Three sprays and you've crossed into overwhelming territory. The psychology behind this fragrance is fascinating. It's sweet enough to be approachable, complex enough to be intriguing, and rare enough to be memorable. Women will remember you by this scent. Months later, they'll smell it on someone else and think of you. Number 9, Acqua di Parma Colonia, EDC. Number 9 brings us Acqua di Parma Colonia EDC as the best office-friendly cologne. This is the fragrance equivalent of a perfectly tailored suit, classic, elegant, and universally appreciated. In the corporate world, your fragrance needs to enhance your presence without overwhelming the conference room. Acqua di Parma Colonia does this perfectly. The Italian approach to elegance is all about effortless refinement. This isn't trying to be the loudest or most attention-grabbing fragrance in the room. It's about quiet luxury that women notice and respect. It signals success, taste, and attention to detail. But here's the strategic advantage. While your colleagues are wearing generic department store fragrances, you're wearing something that subtly communicates sophistication and success. It's the kind of detail that gets noticed in promotions, networking events, and client meetings. The beauty of Colonia is its timelessness. It's been a classic for decades because it understands that true style doesn't chase trends, it sets them. Number 8. YSL Trench. At number 8, YSL Trench claims the title of Best Summer Cologne. Most summer fragrances are boring. They're just fresh and clean, without any personality. Trench has personality in spades. This fragrance has sophisticated warmth that works in air conditioning but doesn't become overwhelming in heat. The genius of YSL Trench is how it balances freshness with depth. It gives you that summer lightness while maintaining enough character to be interesting. Women describe it as vacation in a bottle and effortlessly sophisticated. But here's the summer fragrance strategy most guys miss. Summer scents should be lighter in application, but bolder in character. Trench gives you both. It's distinctive enough to be memorable but respectful enough not to overwhelm in close quarters or hot weather. The perfect occasions for Trench? Garden parties, rooftop bars, weekend getaways. Any situation where you want to smell like the kind of guy who has his life figured out and enjoys every moment of it. Number 7, DS and Durga, I don't know what. EDP, number 7, features DS and Durga. I don't know what EDP is the best bergamot cologne, and this is where the countdown gets really interesting. The name alone tells you everything you need to know about this fragrance. It's mysterious, unexpected, and impossible to categorize. This is bergamot reimagined for the modern gentleman. It's not your typical Earl Grey tea vibe that most bergamot fragrances lean into. We're talking about bergamot with a bite, bergamot with character, bergamot that makes women lean in closer because they can't quite figure out what they're smelling. The psychological impact of wearing something this unique is profound. When women encounter a scent they can't immediately identify, it creates intrigue. They become curious about the man wearing it. They want to get closer to figure out what that amazing smell is. The artistry behind I don't know what is in its complexity. It starts one way, develops another way, and finishes in a completely different direction. It keeps revealing new facets throughout the day, which means the woman you're with keeps discovering new reasons to be intrigued by you. Number 6. Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, EDP. At number 6, Tom Ford Tobacco. Vanille EDP takes the crown for Best Vanilla Cologne, and this fragrance is pure seduction science. Here's something most guys don't know. Vanilla is proven to be one of the most attractive scents to women. It's comforting, familiar, and subtly aphrodisiac. But Tom Ford didn't just make a vanilla cologne. He created a masterpiece of masculine sophistication. We're talking about tobacco, spice, and complexity that makes this suitable for a boardroom or a bedroom. It's sweet enough to be approachable, complex enough to be intriguing, and masculine enough to be undeniably confident. The mistake most men make with vanilla fragrances, they think vanilla equals sweet equals feminine. Tobacco vanilla destroys that stereotype. This is masculine sophistication with just enough sweetness to be approachable. It's the difference between being intimidating and being intriguing. Women describe men wearing tobacco vanilla as warm, comforting, and irresistibly attractive. It creates what psychologists call positive emotional association. Women feel good when they smell it, and they associate those good feelings with you. The strategic application? This is a skin scent that develops over time. Apply it early, let it settle, and by evening you'll be wearing something that's evolved into pure magnetism. It's the fragrance equivalent of fine wine. It gets better as the night goes on. But here's the insider secret. Tobacco vanilla works best in cooler weather and intimate settings. It's not a projection monster. It's a close-quarters seduction tool. Number 5. Calvin Klein. CK1 EDT, GQ's best unisex cologne. CK1 was revolutionary when it launched, and it's still relevant today because it understands something most fragrances miss: approachability. This is the fragrance for the guy who's confident enough in his masculinity to wear something that women also love to wear. It's fresh, clean, and effortlessly cool, like wearing a perfectly fitted white t-shirt. But here's the psychological advantage. When you wear something that women find familiar and comforting, it creates instant connection and approachability. The beauty of CK1 is its democratic appeal. It works on everyone, with everything, in every situation. It's the Swiss Army knife of fragrances, versatile, reliable, and always appropriate. Women appreciate a man who understands that sometimes the best choice is the one that brings people together rather than sets them apart. But don't mistake simplicity for weakness. CK1 has launched more relationships, created more positive first impressions, and generated more compliments than fragrances 3 times its price. Sometimes the most powerful move is the most accessible one. Number 4. Guerlain Vetiver Parfum. At number 4, Guerlain Vetiver Parfum claims the title of Best Long-Lasting Cologne. This isn't about projecting across the room for 12 hours. It's about maintaining presence and elegance throughout your entire day. Guerlain has been perfecting vetiver for decades, and this parfum concentration represents the pinnacle of their expertise. Vetiver is one of those notes that women find irresistibly masculine. It's earthy, sophisticated, and primal all at once. The Guerlain version takes this and elevates it to pure artistry. The genius of this fragrance is how it evolves throughout the day. It starts fresh and green, perfect for morning meetings and professional interactions. By afternoon, it's developed into something warmer and more complex, ideal for social situations and networking events. By evening, it's transformed into something deeply sensual and magnetic. The longevity factor is crucial for the modern man. You apply this once in the morning, and it carries you through your entire day with grace and sophistication. No touch-ups needed, no midday reapplication. Just consistent, elegant presence from dawn to midnight. Number 3. Chanel Bleu de Chanel. EDT number 3 features Chanel Bleu de Chanel EDT as the best iconic cologne. This fragrance has something I call the proximity effect. Women don't just notice it, they want to get closer to figure out what it is. Bleu de Chanel is fresh without being juvenile, sophisticated without being stuffy, confident without being aggressive. It's the fragrance equivalent of a perfect navy blazer. Classic, versatile, and always appropriate, yet distinctive enough to set you apart. The genius of Bleu de Chanel lies in its universal appeal. It works on every man, in every situation, in every season. But more importantly, it works on every woman's preferences. I've yet to meet a woman who doesn't appreciate this fragrance on a man. The psychological impact is profound. When women smell Bleu de Chanel, they immediately associate it with sophistication, success, and impeccable taste. It signals that you understand quality, that you make good decisions, that you're the kind of man who pays attention to details. But here's what makes this truly iconic. It's become a benchmark. Other fragrances are compared to Bleu de Chanel, It's influenced an entire generation of perfumers and has created countless imitators, but none have captured the perfect balance of freshness, sophistication, and magnetic appeal. The versatility is unmatched. Office meetings, first dates, family gatherings, formal events, casual weekends, Bleu de Chanel works for all of them. It's the fragrance equivalent of having perfect social intelligence. Number 2, Ralph Lauren Polo, EDT. At number 2, Ralph Lauren Polo EDT earns the title of Best Classic Cologne. Polo is like choosing the perfect white button-down shirt. It's a foundation piece that never goes out of style. But here's what most guys miss about Polo. It's not just about nostalgia or playing it safe. This fragrance has survived decades of trends, fads, and fashion changes because it captures something timeless about American masculinity. It's confident without being arrogant, traditional without being outdated, familiar without being boring. The real power of Polo is its universality. Women of all ages recognize it, appreciate it, and most importantly, trust it. It signals stability, reliability, and classic American confidence. When a woman smells Polo on a man, she immediately thinks reliable, trustworthy, and classically handsome. But here's the strategy behind wearing a classic like Polo. It's all about the man wearing it. On the right guy, Polo smells like old-school masculinity with modern confidence. It's the fragrance for the man who understands that sometimes the most powerful choice is the most enduring one. The mistake most guys make? They think classic means outdated. Wrong. Polo works because it survived every trend and fashion change because it captures something fundamental about attractive masculinity. It's not trying to be cool or edgy, it's just confident in what it is. Number 1. Le Labo Te Matcha 26 EDP, and our number 1 cologne, GQ's pick for best cologne overall, Le Labo Te Matcha 26 EDP. This isn't just a choice, it's a statement about what modern masculine fragrance should be. This fragrance represents everything sophisticated about niche perfumery. We're talking about fig, bay leaves, and a green tea note that's so distinctive, so unexpectedly sophisticated, that women will literally stop conversations to ask what you're wearing. I've seen this fragrance stop conversations. Not because it's loud or overwhelming, but because it creates this aura of quiet confidence that's absolutely magnetic. It's the fragrance equivalent of being the most interesting person in the room without trying to be. The artistry behind Te Matcha 26 is remarkable. It's green and fresh, but not in an obvious way. It's sophisticated and complex, but not pretentious. It's distinctive and memorable, but not polarizing. It hits every note perfectly. Gentlemen, this countdown represents more than just 15 great fragrances. It's a blueprint for understanding how scent can transform your presence, your confidence, and how people perceive you. Remember, the best cologne isn't the one that smells amazing in the bottle. It's the one that smells amazing on you and makes you feel like the best version of yourself. Drop a comment below, and if this countdown helped you decode GQ's rankings, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started on your transformation into the man every woman notices when you walk into a room.